Hi, Scott Whitley here, coming to you from the bass cabin. In this lesson, this is lesson 5 in the 12 bar blues for bass series of videos. We're going to look at another variation on the pattern we've been looking at in the previous 2 lessons. Again, it's kind of cool because you can take what you already know and just kind of mix it up a little bit and add to it. And you've got something extra to use in your 12 bar blues bass lines. So if I'm not mistaken, I think it was a while ago, I think the last lesson was those notes. Okay. In this lesson, we're going to use that and mix it up with something else. So let me show you what that is. Let's just talk through the notes to begin with. So we start off with a G. Okay, we're doing a G 12 bar. And then we do the 5th of that, which is the 5th fret on the A string. And then we do a little chromatic thing, you know, like every semitone from the 3rd fret on the D string up to the 5th fret. So that's 3, 4 and 5 on the D string. Okay, so in total we've got, I'll show you that again. Okay, if you can hear some goats, you can hear some goats. You really can. There's 2 goats out there, my pet goats, and sounds like they want feeding, but there you go. So we're going to keep this kind of walking feel that I was doing in the intro for a minute. So we're just literally going to play. Okay, so let's just do that in a loop for a minute. Here we go. I'm going to slow this down a bit. So we've got a little bit further actually, just so you get it under your fingers. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. One more time. 3, 4. Okay. So then after that, we do a kind of little skippy thing. So let me just. That ba-bum. Okay. What's happening there is I'm playing an open A and then a fretted D, the 5th fret on the A string. So you know, whichever way you want to do that, I'm using my 2 fingers, so I'm kind of going da-dum. All right. So you might want to do it with 1 finger. It's up to you. I do that because it's a lot easier at speed. Okay. How that fits in is this. All right. With the drum machine. A 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. Okay. And then we add on these 2 notes. So we're going to play the 3rd fret on the D string and the 5th fret on the D string. So we get this. And that gives us our kind of loop that we can play round and round. Okay, let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 'Kay? I don't know why I stopped there. Let's carry on. 2, 3, 4. One more. And that's that forms the basis of this variation. Okay, we're going to kind of use that when we go up to the C. Okay, so yeah, so we do that twice. So hopefully you could recognise that what happened there is I played that twice, as I say, on the G, and then I moved the whole thing down, like one string, to the C. So let's just go through that, just to be sure. So it's 3rd fret on the A string, okay, 5th fret on the D string, and then 3, 4 and 5 on the G. And then you do that skip thing, so an open D, and then 5th fret on the D string, the G, and then 3rd and 5th fret on the G string. So it's the same pattern but just moved down one string. So now you've got that. In fact, let's just play that together a couple of times. Here we go. Starting on the C. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Here we go. All right. So that is that's the pattern on the C. Okay. So we played it twice on the G. Once on the C, we're going to play it, and then once on the G again. Okay. All right. So that gives us, most of the sort of 2/3 of the 12 bar, I think it is, if I've got my maths correct. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do 2 on the G, 1 on the C, 1 on the G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to the C. Back to the G. Alright, so we're kind of nearly there. What we're going to do now is play the D, the 5 chord, and the C, the 4 chord. Okay, so I should have said actually on those two, the G and the C, that's the 1 and the 4 we call those. So it's 2 on the 1, 1 on the 4, 1 on the 1. Okay, so yeah, to the 5 chord, which is the D. And what we're going to do here is, because we've only got 4 beats on each of these chords, there's not enough time to get that whole... That's 4 gone already, okay? So what we're going to do is use the pattern we used, I think, in the last lesson on these 2 chords. So we're going to play on the 5 chord, the D, this. So fret-wise, it's 5, 7 on the D string, 5 and 7 on the G string. I'll just show you that up close. Okay, and that's 4 beats, so that gives us our 4 beats, and then just move that down to, well, you can do that if you want, 2 frets, and the same pattern there. So that's 3 on the A string, 5 on the D string, 3 and 5 on the G string. Okay, and we do each one of those just once. So in total for the 5 and the 4 chord, we have this. And that's it. And then we're into the kind of turnaround thing. So what I'll do, I'll put the drum machine on and we'll play that through a couple of times so far. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to just call them 1, 4 and 5. If I say 1, it's the G. If I say 4, it's the C. If I say 5, it's the D. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay, and that's us so far. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and finally, let's just do this kind of turnaround thing. So what we're going to play is we're going to do a chromatic run. Okay, so we start on the G, the 1, and then we play. I'll give you the fret numbers: 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the A string, and then 2, 3, and 4 on the D string. So let me show you what that sounds like. And that's it, that's the whole thing. Now what that does is, what's going on, we're going from the 1 to the 5, 1, and then this chromatic, and we end up on the 5, and then a chromatic again, and that is going to lead, that leads naturally back into a 1. G, okay. Okay, but we're not going to play it there because we're looping round and round the same thing. We'll play that G there, all right? So let's just try that bit, I think. Okay, 2, 3, 4. And again. One more time. Cool, all right. So let's try and play the whole thing, okay? So the first time round again, I'll shout the chords, the numbers, okay? So just bear in mind, 1, 4, 5, okay? Let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four. 1. 5 coming up. Here we go. 5, and then 4. 4. And then the chromatic thing. Here we go. And again. And repeat, okay? Let's try that one more time, a little faster if you're up for it. Let's get it right up to that's 105. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Chromatic, and again. so on, okay? So there you go, there's another pattern that you can practice, and you know, hopefully you can go back and look at the previous lessons and you can kind of mix and match these. You can even kind of, for want of a better description, splice them together. You know, you could do kind of the 1 chord using the pattern from lesson 3 and the 4 chord, you know, from lesson 4. You can mix them up, you know, and so yeah, have fun with it. And please remember, if you're enjoying these lessons and you want to kind of support my work, hop over to patreon.com/Scott Whitley, and you can kind of help me out and support me on there. See you in the next lesson. Cheers.